Hello everyone, welcome back to 70s and 80s talk. Today we're going back to earlier 80s, we're going back to 1982 and we're going more into the metal world. And it is going to be an Iron Maiden album. I'm wearing an Iron Maiden t-shirt today. And it is the Number of the Beast album. It's their third studio album, which was released on the 22nd of March 1982. Which was like 42 years ago, which is mad. It is mad how time seems to be flying and you think, oh, 80s wasn't that long ago. Nah, it was 42 years ago when this came out. Nearly 43 actually. So it is actually the first album to feature Bruce Dickinson. To me, Iron Maiden is Bruce, to be honest. I don't, and I haven't really listened to Iron Maiden before Bruce, to be honest. As an album, it reached number 1 in the UK album charts, which is fantastic. Like, imagine like an album like that reach number 1 now in the UK. No. 33 in the US Billboard 200. So number 1 on the album is Invaders. It's a nice, heavy, fierce sound to start with, those drums. The clashes of sound, which in this case, with most of their songs, are quite fierce sounding. But it's quite fierce in this one. I love that. Invaders is so above everything else, even sort of like lyrically as well. The guitar solo is very good. It just keeps coming, and it just keeps going as well. And then the drums sort of match that pace of that guitar, and it's timed so well. The bass sounds like another Iron Maiden song at the end, but I couldn't think which one. Second song is a slower start, and I haven't actually wrote what the song is called, so I'll just get that. Children of the Damned. Is that right? Children of the Damned, yeah. So it's a slower start, this song. It's more of a deeper sound. There's a nice bit of guitar in there. The songs get more serious as they go on, I think, a little bit. It's a perfectly good sounding Iron Maiden song. There's a great solo, as expected, which just keeps getting better and better as it goes on. Backs Against the Wall. I've heard that lyric before in one of their songs. I'm not sure which one it is. It's an amazing song, I think. So number 3 is The Prisoner. One thing is, even from just doing those 2 reviews, when I then went on to this 3rd review for The Prisoner, I was finding it hard to review them because just overall they're really good. Like, every single aspect is really good, and I don't want to just seem like I'm just repeating myself over again. And it's not like I'm finding stuff that I can pick away at or be like, this could be better, this should be a... No, it's all perfect, really is, and that's the case with The Prisoner. Really good song, really strong song. Number 4 is 22 Acacia Avenue. I think something that Iron Maiden has done so well is to create a sound which is so iconic to them. And a lot of bands back in the day did do that, actually. But Iron Maiden, I'm talking about them at the moment, so I'll stick with them. But they definitely have done that. There's a slowing down in this song briefly, but then it goes off again. I really like when they do that in songs. The riff that runs throughout the song is really good, and it has quite a bit of a groove to it as well. There's that standout, I've wrote there's a standout for me in the song. I have no idea what I'm talking about there, to be quite honest. I'm talking about the riff, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, so that is the standout for me in this song. It's just a really strong riff that just creates that base for everything else to sort of go on top. There's a nice Halloween bit of guitar wrote there to end the song, which is sort of wavy in sound. But then I've wrote that that's not actually the end of the song. I thought it was, but it's not. And I really loved that, how it made you think that it was the end of the song and then it starts again. It's quite a long one, this song, I found out, because a few of these songs on here were the first time I'd listened to them. But even though it's a long one, it's a good one. As long as it's a decent song, you don't mind if they're a bit longer. The bass and the riff, again, a strong lineup. They work really well together with those clashes of drums in there as well. And that ending is brilliant. I've wrote there what's sort of done, but I'm not even gonna attempt to do that. If you've listened to the song, you'll know what I'm talking about. So number 5 is The Number of the Beast, an absolute classic. As soon as it starts, you know which song this is. The chorus is really catchy. You have to sing along to it. Then there's that bubbly, wavy bit of guitar solo in there, which goes screeching off, which is fantastic. It's a well-produced, good-sounding song. Number 6 is Run to the Hills, another absolute classic. The iconic guitar riff in this song is top-notch. The grit in Bruce's vocals, then the drums start to roll, creating a great beat to up the tempo in the song. One thing I haven't mentioned yet with Iron Maiden's work is the quality of writing. Telling stories, a bit like Dio. It's not a load of just words that don't mean anything. It's well thought out and it's well written stuff. The drum rolls keep happening throughout the song, which works well, and then the solo, another brilliant solo. What a solo, just fantastic. Like, this band is known for guitar solos. The scream is a great addition to the song. Number 7 is Gangland. The drums and cymbals to start. I hadn't heard this song before. There's jabs of sound in there with the guitar, which is interesting. The chorus is quite catchy actually as well. I did think though that Bruce was singing Deadlands at first, but no, he wasn't. The riff is rather good as well. It's consistently heavy, which I really like, but you're gonna expect that. It's Iron Maiden. Number 8 is the last song on the album. It is Hallowed by Thy Name, which is one of my favourite songs by Iron Maiden. Love this song. The start is very eerie. Really clever how they've done that. But as you know, if you know this song, it does then change and it does sort of kick off, and the sound becomes more sort of intense and insane. It's almost creeping towards the main part of the song, and as sort of what this song is, and I'm assuming they had an aim to create this sort of spooky vibes to it. They've definitely done that. The sound of guitar when that comes in is brilliant, and when Bruce sort of sings low, he does actually sing it in a really low tone, but then it gets louder and louder, and it's just that little bit in there is just so cleverly done. It's a jam, it really is. Like, you wouldn't think an Iron Maiden song is a jam, but I'm calling it a jam. The vocals, yeah, are great. Then you've got that clash of drums, which is really clever again. It's an amazing song. And then it is such a heavy song, and it's brilliant. I can't say that enough. The song just keeps on giving, it really does. And again, you have that guitar as the riff running in the background, but then you get that killer solo on top. It's the best song on the album for me, I think, and it is a fantastic finish to a great album. It really is. So overall, it is a really good heavy metal album. If you want a strong heavy metal album, Number of the Beast is a good choice, I think. It is what I expected. There's some new songs for me on there, but I could quite happily listen to this whole album and not skip anything or anything like that. So yeah, there's my review of Number of the Beast. They've got absolutely loads of albums, Iron Maiden. They're really good live as well. That's where I got this t-shirt from, actually. And if you ever have the opportunity to see them live, definitely take it, because they put on a hell of a show. They really do. And it is a show, mind. It's like you think you're going to a concert or a gig, but no, it's a show you're going to. So the next review I will be doing is a Whitesnake album. I'm a big fan of Whitesnake. We have a drawer full of CDs, and I was having a look in there, and this one just sort of stood out to me, and I've ended up reviewing it. So the next album I will be reviewing is Saints and Sinners by Whitesnake. So thank you for watching, everyone. Take care now. Bye bye.